I've noticed this trend of people saying that drawing every day is bad art advice. Of course, pretty much all advice on art is subjective. It really depends on what your goal is, but I don't believe that it's bad to draw every day. In fact, I would argue that it's pretty beneficial in general, and I shall now lay out my argument for that. Maybe first, though, I should start with why so many are saying that drawing every day is bad. I can't know every person's reasoning for this, obviously, but usually the idea is that you'll burn out. And yeah, that's always a possibility, which is why I think it's important to be aware of yourself and know your limits. And if you really just don't feel like drawing on a certain day, don't do it. But if you want to get better at anything, the way to do that is by practicing that thing. And drawing is no different. Also, you don't have to draw every single day, but if you draw most days, well, you'll get better at whatever it is you're drawing. Also, drawing every day creates a good habit. It is so easy, I know from experience, to just decide that you'll draw when you get the time. And a lot of times, if you do that, you will find that you never have the time. But if you decide you are going to draw every day, you won't go long stretches without. And again, this is not a hard and fast rule. It doesn't have to be literally every day. You can skip a day. You can decide to do it every other day. It doesn't have to be for hours each day. It can be for 15 minutes. You can choose a schedule that will build the habit and not burn you out. And the goal doesn't have to be to make a masterpiece every time you sit down. You don't have to do focused practice every single time. You can alternate serious practice with random fun, easy doodles, or whatever you want. If you keep up the habit without forcing yourself or burning out, eventually it'll just become automatic that you pick up your sketchbook instead of your phone or whatever else is keeping you from drawing. And the more you draw, the more things you'll be willing to draw, and the more you'll be comfortable experimenting. For me anyway, when I get into this habit of not drawing very often and I sit down to draw something finally, I feel so much more pressure to make something amazing. I had better not mess it up, but if you're drawing frequently, you'll find yourself branching out and not worrying so much about what it is you draw. You may find that the clutter in your room makes for some really interesting still lifes, or you may even find yourself enjoying sketching the local scenery as you're waiting in a parking lot. You won't have to be finding the perfect subject all the time, and that makes things a lot more enjoyable. If you don't want to draw every day, don't. You really don't have to. But if you feel you need to improve your skill or explore your style, or just get more comfortable creating, it's a good thing to make a point of creating frequently and consistently. Make it work with your life and your schedule, but don't discount the power of daily drawing.